Alrighty, we are back for episode 8, and the number of things we want to do. First off, I went to the game files, changed back to education costs none. I also went back to the old 18 size Gothic script because it's a little bit more readable, right? Especially this stuff. Another thing is, we now have the ability to reforge our Valerian Steel Sword, which we might have had for a while, probably since we got it, but I just didn't notice it until now, and we should probably do that, because at some point, we're gonna get this guy's, or this girl's, sword. And, I'm thinking we get her, we make her a slave, and then we are the only inheritor of that sword, and then when C dies, then we get her sword as her owner. That's probably a good idea. And if we reforge Just Made, then we don't have the problem of having Just Made, two of them, and one of them gets destroyed. We have two different Valerian Steel Swords. So we should probably do that. Secondly, going to hiding is an option. And, I don't see any known plots. And, let's is you the best spy master we can have? No, you are not. You're better. We're gonna revoke that. We're going to replace you. Who you're gonna scheme. We're going to hopefully you will do a good job. And because someone's plotting to kill us, because we do not have paranoid and we do not have lunatic, so we don't have any reason to think somebody is going to kill us if they're not going to kill us. We don't have any like lack of mental facilities going on here. I mean, we're a tyrant who tortures people, but like we're not a crazy tyrant who tortures people. As crazy as that sounds, we're not actually crazy. Because that's a thing. So there's probably actually somebody who, hates our fucking guts who wants to kill us. Couple. Somebody's. Let's see. Who do we have in our court who hate us and don't serve any purpose? Can I just say, you, leave? Ask to leave court. Sure. I lose a little prestige, but you know what? Anyone who's in our court who hates our fucking guts, who we don't need, can get out. You're a courtier, you serve no value. Can I just say leave? No, I can't. Why not? Probably because, yeah, your commander's your father. Okay. Alright, let's reforge Just Made. To blacksmith. We've got Belenos, who is envious, temperate, shy, Ross, erudite, and an incompetent steward. And we have Ira, who is patient, lustful, gregarious, gluttonous. Patient and a skilled steward is good. These two bring me more. I will never report this. I choose you. I'm thinking. Or I say bring me more. We lose more gold. I'm gonna say fuck. Okay. Glory, show me more. Black Death, Mother's Grief, show me more. Delpino, Skin Peeler, Good Sword. Dornus Kiss, Father's Fury, Talon. Jade, Kingmaker, Passion, Stranger's Flex. Oh, that's so good! The Touch of a Stranger. Local Bad Touch. Titan's Bite, Morning Mace. Stranger's Touch, I like that one. Dragon Bone, Dragon Bane, Finger Eater. Ark, Mother's Grief. I think I like me, Mr. Bad Tuts over here. Alrighty. And so, go into hiding, somewhat worried. I can create 10 titles, but that problem with doing that is A, it will give me more prestige, which is good. Problem is, if I have too many higher tier titles, because these are higher tier titles, these are ducal titles, right? So I apparently can have 3 different Duke tier titles. No, 4? 4 different Duke tier titles that I don't currently have. And then A, that could mess up inheritance. B, that could get all of these fucking people furious at me because I have 4 or 5 Duke titles and they have none. And I should be handing that out according to feudalism. Which is kind of weird since we're not a feudal, we're a republic. But whatever. That mechanic was never really touched on, but basically, like it's the same depending on no matter what government type you are in. So the only really way around that to be a government where I can revoke all the titles, own literally 100% of the titles, have no vassals at all, and then who cares if the vassal I don't have is mad at me because I don't have any vassal. And while I technically, if you do the math, you get more money this way than having vassals. But you have less total levies that you can raise versus having vassals who you do have and who like you. However, that means when you get massive, massive, massive empires, you're actually getting more overall because all those vassals who don't like you, you're never going to get them all to like you, and it's impossible to get them all to like you. There's so much work getting all your vassals to like you. So, what to do? We have a whole lot of money to spend. I kind of want to focus on getting that better sword. We don't have anywhere to expand other than by conquest. We don't have any, destroyed places nearby. If only we could, whatever. We are getting some peasant farms made. And I am trying to get into a relationship with one of these priestesses. I don't remember which one. Lose brooding, gain envious, or temperate. Temperate is very good. Brooding is kind of good too. Envious could be good for your specific character. Temperance is youthful, but envious gives you intrigue at the cost of diplomacy. That might be better for who you are. Roll, diligent, deceitful, envious, harlot. So lots of intrigue. Alright. So got a couple things we can do. One we should probably do is with Ramadan. It gives us piety, it costs gold, it gives us or it could, yeah. This is also something that would be kind of interesting. But I need to leave Loyalist faction with enough strength to do this. Which, everyone has to have a positive opinion. Which, the only way I'm going to do that is if I have no vassals, because with this character at least. So, do we need this guy? He's not amazing, he's not horrible. He's a good all-around character. We don't need him. So, you have gaze in theological debate. It's weird, so you appear to be the right religion and not a pagan or whatever, but I'm just a dumbass buff. Why that trade post? Excellent. Do I seek an ally? Do I leave her a note? Do I flirt discreetly? I will try to meet you by the stream. Okay. I will quote poetry to you because apparently I'm a good poet. Alrighty. Gonna click that button and get you to like me. Do it. Beautiful. Let's go. Your anger. Alright. So, he is going to hopefully convert this Shadowbinder to the correct religion of liking me. And then we should probably focus on this guy next. So, we could do forced vassalization, that would lose us some prestige, but might be the best option. Or we could go to our quite decent Justicar and fabricate a claim. See what happens. So, who do I break up with? I'm gonna say this Shadowbinder, that's why I have so many of them. So, you are trying to kill my sister. I'm gonna say stop that. This is actually, for us, quite useful. Because this means we can tell everyone to stop. The people who do stop are thankful that we say stop instead of show up and arrest them. So that gives us some positive opinion for a bit. Stop that. Apparently missed you. Okay, I think that's all of them. And Zimu is my rival, so I'm just gonna arrest him, because he just hates me. Or she just hates me, probably because I probably killed her husband. Huh, I did not kill her husband. Interesting. Oh, but the grandpa was killed in the trial by combat. Okay. I probably killed somebody who knows. I accept. There's no rust. So this is giving me some negatives, but that's not that big of a deal. We definitely want to hold a fair. This will make the peasants happy, and this will increase our prosperity, which will increase the amount of money we get from tax. Amazing. And speaking of amazing, we definitely want more disease resist. Stop it. I don't see stop. The invite to plot, I don't see stop. Oh, did you already say I'm done? And it says hasn't updated. I can't do you until you say yes. My courtier, he's apparently not doing so well. And he's very good at military abilities. So, I maybe want that guy. Ah, good. You? Yes, you. Musk words. Alright, what was it? It was, something tuts. And this is just basically giving me the ability to rename it. It was something touch. This is ridiculous. But this means we can now have 2 Valerian steel swords and quality pulls. This would be nice. Once we, of course, complete our, plot to kidnap, wait, no, you're the wrong person. Oh, right, you also have a Valerian steel sword. Right. I forgot about that. There's, like, a number of Valerian steel swords. I sort of, like, put my, like, cast my net wide. Caught a lot of fish. Didn't catch them all, but I caught enough that it's getting kind of crazy. Yes, we're gonna go with that. See what happens. He's another part of the attainment. Kick him out. He does not belong. I'm gonna say the one that makes people mad at me and doesn't end up with revolt risk, because revolt risk is bad. And if I do this to get tax modifier, do it. More tax modifier. I still have her. I don't want her. Have her. Yes. That would be useful for having happy people. Happy people don't revolt and kill me. So, what next? We could use some more money. These, wait. I think this place was raided at some point, so some of the buildings got destroyed. I think. This is why so many of these very high trade value buildings that make sense for me to have, I don't have anymore. So, I'm gonna find him someone, because I don't want him to marry somebody I'm already have plans for who's important. You are a courtier. You know what? You can matrilineally marry my half-sister who I hate. And it's a bear. He keeps trying to kill me. Trade port has been built, okay. This is suspicious. He's a good archer or poacher. Marcel, find and arrest that man. I'm going to do this one because it gives me an increased intrigue. For a little bit. This could help me survive the probable. It no longer says I can. Yeah. Okay. So whatever plan to kill me is no longer functioning. I'm gonna say stop that. Why can't I tell you to stop? Why can't I tell you to stop? Because you already agreed to stop. Anywho. That seems like a good time to imprison you. And what to do? You're unfortunately not that bad of a character, but you're 40, you can't have any kids anymore. Your one kid doesn't like me. I think ideally you die, so I'm going to do a trial, so it's all up and up. If you die, you die. If you don't die, you don't die. You're planning to do something bad. You made a reasonable case. I could exile you. I could have your head on a spike. Spike. More slowly. Living up to the... Oh, this is horse not impaled, but yes, impaler. Oh, right. Isn't there a bloodline for impaling enough people? Yes. Well, people don't like me, that's all. Blood fuse. There is an impale bloodline. I just need to impale enough people. And that is the best thing about this. If you create a kingdom where everyone hates each other, they'll commit crimes. And you're being... Okay. Dangerous faction, you say. How? Why is my Dems so small? Wasn't that much bigger? Did I lose some... Morale armies. That's actually really good. No, we need soldiers. We need more soldiers yesterday. Levy size up. Okay. So something happened. Is it because my Dems is too big? Why is this number so small? It was like 28k or something. 30k. So I own this one. I don't own that one. Is it that... So my house has 29. The city has 6k. So this number should be very, very big. and it's not very, very big. What is it? Arsenal? Wasn't there like an arsenal building I could build that was like significant? Well, that's pretty significant. Wasn't there an arsenal building? Or maybe I already built it. I did already build it, didn't I? Thought I did. You know what? That will lose me some tax income, but like very quickly and cheaply increase the amount of soldiers I can have, as well as their morale. And this will give me a reinforcement rate, so that's increasing the speed at which they reinforce. At the cost of a couple gold a tick. But this has gone down a lot. This number has gone down a lot. And I'm not really sure what's going on. This number's gone down a lot. Don't think it's too much of my downs. What is it? Why do all of a sudden, out of the blue, is it they're training troops? Why do I have so few soldiers? Why do I have so much less money per tick? Maybe the reinstall of the mod changed something. So I could break up with her. I could break up with her. I could break up with her. C39. And C's the one who makes sense. Also, for this, we're quite related. I am using the bigger interface. Disabling bigger interface seems to have fixed the problem. But not definitively fix the problem. Like like I don't know for sure because I didn't mess around with it enough, and it was in like a new save, not an old save. And yeah, it's still here. We need. Let's start at the top, work our way down. All Valyrian. There's probably going to be some that we can get by, like, getting a slave who has kids, and then we get the kids, and the kids are old enough. So, you're not gonna work. You're a Justicar. You're too far. You're a dude, but you're a dude who can have kids with somebody. Try to buy you. I think I want to focus on women of the right age. That's 36, a bit old. 28, and you're not a slave, and you don't like us. Alright. 21, also not a slave. And buy a favor, yes. For 50 gold. You get her for 50 gold, maybe. She doesn't appear to be a nobility. See, yeah. She'd probably join. But he's not amazing stat-wise. The only thing he's going for is he's young. You're at least lost a better chance. Something coming out of this that's useful. You're bright. Can I buy a favor from you? Yes. And you're unlanded. Alright. I'm gonna buy a favor. If you say yes, I can hopefully get her in here. She's bright, she's young, decent odds of having a good kid. Not an amazing kid, but, you know, okay. Worth the effort. Accept your gift. Okay. Invite with favor. Yes. Alrighty. So time's ticking along. Gold's ticking back upwards. I still am not sure why it went so low. It could be an economy thing. Maybe. Alrighty. So stop seduction. Seduce. And you are too old, unfortunately. That is life. You have a position. That position requires you to have children. If you cannot have children, then somebody else needs to take that position. Sumimasen. Alright. What would be some of the best ways to get money? Probably building up this house. Also, eventually we want him to not be... That's a lot of soldiers. So building up this house. Levy size up, tax up. We need 300 gold. That would be good. I will pick that up, see what happens. You're trusting. Will you thus trust me? You will thus trust me. Good. Take at the concubine. Alright. So that's 7. I think one of them's 35. She's astute though. So like I really want her to be good. But I have a bad feeling. So I have not kidnapped this 15-year-old girl yet. Despite having plus 400%. And 484%. Which is quite frustrating. I'm not sure why I have not kidnapped this tiny little girl yet. I don't really want to spend a whole lot of money on this. I do want to be generating more money though. Alright, good job. Tax up, morale up. This is starting to... So, huge morale increase. Alright, what else is... Like, these buildings are so cheap now. Like, it's kind of crazy how cheap it's gone. Like, I have so much stuff affecting this, like... I need more money to build more soldiers. Are these getting affected by the building costs? They are? I think they are. Let's see. There is one, the vault, that gives you a fair amount of tax. If we can get more tax per tick, it's gonna be a big deal. That means we can Just like this. Okay. So, selfish or try to prevent selfish? Try to prevent selfish. There was a 45 gold stable that was something empty. There's also fertility up. Did I get the fertility up? This one's very tempting. It's 60. It gives me less gold by 1, but gives me 200, and it's very good stuff. But okay, I just need to save House of Gold card into the menu. So I could do that. That's very good, and that would get affected by the plus levy size. As with this. That's also very good. Going to hiding again. No known plots. I need that. Kidnap that person. Also unrelated. You. I am your liege. I cannot imprison you apparently. It's the tipsy. So, C has just made. I would like just made. Alright, let's get time ticking. We do want to invade this kingdom. Unfortunately, we need a claim. We do not currently have a claim. And so, this guy might... This guy? Yeah, this guy might have been... paid off. So, I'm going to redo that. We can do this by sending a caravan. So, send a caravan mission. Market decline. I want to decline. Interesting news. There's a plot. I will obligate. So, we got this guy who wants to kill... Okay. Say no. And you were just going to say don't do that. No. I'm not going to spend money on this. We have more than enough. This should expire at any minute. Hold a summer fair, yes. Always hold a summer fair. That's just like free money. Increase prosperity. Okay, not always. You don't want to hold a summer fair if there's a plague going on. You don't want to hold a summer fair. Care for the sword, or I don't care. So, we found an old scroll, saddle binders, I will spend the gold and restore the scroll. It's piety. Alright. It is the 10,000 ships, saddle binder scroll. Okay, that one. So, Summer Fair brings all kinds of entertainment to the Ashai, and a puppet show got my attention. When I heard the giggles, laughter, and wolf whistles from the audience, after watching the show for a while, I realized one of the characters was supposed to be me. Mockery, what else? Gets, cynical until, okay. That's not the trait cynical. Intrigue up. What else? I already got cynical, so, yeah. That will help me survive. For too long, you've restricted political influence of your vassals to have come to the council more power, submit to the demands, face the consequences. I guess I have no choice? No. Or I will not be blackmailed. This is going to result in a civil war immediately. So, I'm going to start this off by immediately This number should be much higher. I don't know why it isn't. One thing I could do is pull all campaign funding out of here, get to money, and then go into my military, raise you, and then hire some mercenaries. Who are the cheapest monthly cost? You're like 1,000. You're 500. You're 88k. Get 300 a month. So I could literally only have you for 2 months. But most of that probably is the ships, right? Yeah, there's a lot of ships. If I immediately fire 1,300 ships, something like you would make a lot more sense, right? You know, you have 71,000. So you're the cheapest. And then I fire all the ships, right? You know what? You have less total infantry, but more heavy. I think you will be cheaper once I fire all the ships. And then I'm going to immediately fire all the ships and say I will not be blackmailed. And so this island's revolting, that island's revolting, that island's revolting. This place up here is revolting. So, I have a very big force. I'm going to send everyone here except for the mercenaries. Which I cannot. Can I split you? I can't. I can split in half. Leave 20. Yeah, I'll leave 26k here. How am I doing on money? I don't know. And send the other 5k. Okay, I can have. Can I embark you? I cannot. Can I split you again? Yes, I can. So. Yeah, fuck. I cannot fit any of these groups in here. I need more ships here. You can, away. In fact, you can both. You know what? Yeah, you can both come over here, keep him from raiding his troops. And then we need more ships. This is gonna be tough. What if I do everywhere? So, U-32 would do it, but you're not here. Yeah, it has to be U-32. So, they need to come over here. One of you will go over here. The other one will stay here, and the other one will join the 6 so that 36 get over here, come over here, see them in that area. Once they're done with here, they'll come over here. Okay. Plan. Hopefully, money-wise, we're going to be okay. We fired all of the mercenary ships, which are very expensive. And once the ships get over here, we're going to land them in the Shy and then walk over to Tirani. Well, no, we're not. Take them out. It's fine. We're not going to walk over to Tirani. What is the 19? That's 29. Okay. Yeah, the problem is these guys, this is not quite enough to fit. Okay, it was great fun while it lasted. I'm not going to go into hiding. I'm going to win and kill everyone who is fought against me and take all their land. Be a tyrant. Be the tyrant. Yes. You will... Are you the one walking? You are the one walking. So you are not walking. you will embark and come to a shy. He's going to shy, so this is good. You can take that guy, then you can have him, you can have him. And who's the largest of these? This one. Yeah. Good. Would like all of these to not get here at the exact same time. Alright, so we're losing a lot of money. Getting rid of those ships will help. Getting rid of some of the mercenaries will help. We need to seize down this territory. We need to get people like you over to here as soon as possible. Fuck, I want to go the other way. Having mercenaries die will help. We can also borrow money. It's gonna have to pay that back, but that gives us more time. And then we're immediately going to come by sheet fee because it's quicker. You're going to Sarabai. That's here. You're already going here. This is great. You can just keep walking. Excellent news. So they're gonna land. Take that. No. I don't care who you are, we need the money. When we go negative, all of our mercenaries quit. You're trying to do a plot to replace a prince as treasurer. I'm just gonna say stop and not deal with it. If I really want to go for Impale, I'd arrest him and impale him. But I'm more concerned with other things at the moment, like winning the war. "36 days. I come over here, which is how I can still imprison you. Leader of a plot. To kill me. So can I immediately just imprison everyone who said yes? No, I don't think I can without getting in trouble. I only imprison the people who don't agree to stop. Court poet, really? Are you mad because I'm a better poet than you? Seriously? I honor the bravery of your troops. That being said, I'm going to kill you. I'm currently swaying him. I should probably stop swaying the guy I am literally going to murder. In the most literal sense. You are going to Sarabai. Okay. You can all come here. Actually, or you can come here. Or I can stay here and wait for you to get here. You're going to Kurami now. Anyone? Okay. You three are busy. So, Kai, you. Stop. 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 I'm going fairly slow on purpose because I don't want to fuck this up. I can go 2. I don't want to go beyond 2. So as soon as that happens, I'm immediately assaulting. Don't care about casualties as long as we win. Okay. We lost a whole lot of morale. That's okay. Now, come here. You will see down this territory. He is coming to here now. Because, seeds. You have built up enough morale. Need a little bit more. Okay. Imprison them all. Okay. So. More people want to kill me. Stop that. I'm going to say stop. Say stop. Stop. Right. And now the prisons are pretty full. Alright. So, we have you. I think we're going to execute you. And C will be impaled slowly. Impale or bloodline, much fun. You will be execute. Do it. More slowly. You will be execute. Do it more slowly. More. Come on. I've never ever gotten the Imperial Bloodline. It is so hard on base game ck2 because the method of execution is completely random. You can't actually say, I want to kill him this very specific way every time. Alright, so I could do a couple different things here. I'm going to execute him for a couple reasons. One, he has 1200 gold. So I get that 1200 gold as his heir, because he no longer has any heirs. 2, I get the territory, which is valuable. More slowly. So, I should have just gotten his artifacts and everything else, along with his land, which may or may not have worked correctly. And then we're going to come here, and we're going to land in a shy. Technically, the best thing to do would be on this army to increase its morale, because the morale is the thing that matters the most in this fight. Their numbers are overwhelming. The morale matters. You. Stop. 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 While I'm at it, apparently, I'm seeing seduction options. Is there anybody? Oh, right. Wife. Wife. Okay, you're here. You are going to here to see the down. You're standing here, and now they're running that way. So, what I'd like to do is for both of these to hit this area at the same time. Fuck. What happened? Did my brother die? Did my brother, my family, siblings, brother, half-brother? Why can he no longer inherit? I don't know. I'm confused about what just happened. But you know what? I do have 2 sons. I could do on the son instead of my brother. You no longer have a dynasty heir. Why does it say this guy? Oh, is it because of... It must be some weird Civil War thing. So we seized down this territory, the top level, which means they can't raise their troops here anymore. We're beating them here. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. So, Amuri, Neeson. Anyone else? Neeson, Amuri, Kai. I can apparently imprison you because you are a traitor. And I can enslave you, which means as a slave, and I can last you. So you have pox, you're now last, you're gluttonous, bedridden, lots of negatives to your health. You're probably going to die and give me this really soon. And as your slave owner, all your property belongs to me, so when you die, I get your sword. Perfect. I want that bloodline. Please, thank you. You are running away. You did not all get wiped out. That's a shame. Come here, water landing. I accept your demands. Good. And you are now also joining in the plot. I guess the plot to kill me is... Okay, it's still on. You're just gonna get arrested. Still not there. You guys are still not there. He just stay in the capital, stop whatever's in these boats from doing something. Frustrating. But as soon as you land on this, I'm gonna see. Oh, I'll seize that down first. Alright? No. I know I did. Come here, land here, have that boat come here, pick these up, take them over here. Boats move fast. Forget about these. The 1,600 people. They will take forever to seize this down. I will quote love poetry because apparently I'm a master poet. That'll live forever. Of course, I'm not gonna be like, nah, I'm gonna love and leave my wife. Like, why? Why is that even an option? So, immediately disembark. That'll take a few days. Okay, that sucks. We're gonna get there on the Force of the Third Moon. I am in negative in the budget. What can I do? I can tell you to fucking stop that. I can tell you to stop that. I can tell you to stop that. And I need more money. Borrow more money. I owe stupid amounts of money. Astronomical debt. But the war we must win this. This is big. Call for this and at once. Okay. Sip, immediately leave. We'll see that place down. Someone else can go take this. And this is good. Gains and business, yes. None of my business. I will replace it at some point anyway. So, 21 days till I see this down. Does the world have enough room? I don't know. Oh, I thought it'd take me less time. Job well done. Job well done. Oh, wait, fuck. I just gave him money, didn't I? Whoops. So, you are in the boats. You're coming here. Hopefully that won't take too long. You lost the seats. And you're immediately assaulting another place. And you're going to the Saffron Lands. Alright. I'll put this in. How is this gone? The guy, he apparently called off his plot after I told everyone to stop. Or he died. He might have died. He might have gotten the fucking plague. Which is an epidemic, apparently. A pox upon you and your family. See. Have him killed immediately. That is always the answer. Hey! Ruined once more, which means I see the down. Yay! And that means... No, I don't have it. Shit. Did it go to a child? What, you're fucking... I'm not getting you. You're a commander. Shit. That doesn't make any sense at all. You're a slave. You're telling me a slave? A slave owns this? Courtier, you have made some mistakes, and for that, you will probably, definitely be in prison and executed for tyranny. You say he's trying to kill somebody. Oh look. You can get in prison too. Let's immediately execute you. I can. Interrogators made a strong case. Head on spike. Head on spike. More. Chloe. Trial. Under house arrest, okay. That's fine. Interrogate her. Made a reasonable case. Spike. More. Fail slowly. Alas. So we're at 70%. These guys are kind of stuck. This is about to start. What do I have? I have a fever. Hopefully I don't have pox. But hey, tons of fear. I am feared. At least. Oh, nothing. I don't have anything to give you, man. But hey, we got a new island we can take. We can send these out to the Shy deal, or to the islands. I just say the SI. And winners, right? Yes. Front descenders collapsed. These guys are collapsing. How much would I compensate you? 6 gold? I can give you 6 gold. You're currently fucking dying. You have pox. I'll probably get it back when you die. Almost out of money. We need to win this battle. Who the fuck are you? Okay, you're attacking somebody completely different in the slave raid. What? Why am I losing this? Are they retreating? They're retreating. Oh, you shouldn't have lost that, you idiots. You got numbers up so much. Alright, we're gonna land here, kill these pucks. I don't understand how these guys lost this battle. And yeah. I'm gonna put you here. Yeah. Let's see if it'll let me. So, you're the best. That means you can come over here, land here, kill those guys. You are hostile slave raid, okay. I trust you. Do I trust you? Not sure. Gains brave and zealous. Brave and zealous. And I'm healed. Trusting him was the right decision, clearly. So, you are going to Saffron Lands, this one. You know what? Oh. Stop. So, you just wait here. You, when you get here, immediately head here to help with that. I very much want to compensate him, but I'm already negative. Fuck it. It's fine. It doesn't matter. We're gonna beat them here. We've already beat them here. Are you the leader of this, or are you just... Who's the leader of this? Yeah, it is that island. Fuck, I forgot to do that one first. Execute. No way I can get more money. Anyway. Let's just come over here, land on the Saffron Lands. Send you to the Saffron Lands. You're gonna come here, then immediately run to help reinforce over here. See this down real quick. Fuck. Fuck! Seriously, 1,400 soldiers. Can't. You're literally 10 to 1. Oh. We are fucked. Ten to 1. 10 to 1. This isn't even hardest difficulty. 10 to 1. That's insane. Like, these guys were over 10 to 1 outnumbered. They won anyway. Well, was it 10 to 1? It's like 6 or 7k against like 20k. So, not 10 to 1, but still. I don't have the money. I don't have the money. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Of all times to do a slave raid. You're just going to immediately turn around and come back. But hey, that's to help with the money problem. I'm aware. I'm currently losing money like crazy. However, like, and sure, this plague over half my territory, which means I'm losing money even quicker. Like, fucking pox is really hurting me. But how the fuck are these guys losing when they outnumber so much? They have better commanders. No commander, 8-11 versus 20, and he had more than 12k originally. And he was at full. Like, what the fuck is going on here? Let's slide, demand reconversion, theological debate. Like, is it a quality of the troop problem? I don't know. I can't see like the individual troops' values. If so, these guys would be amazing. This doesn't make any sense. How is it when I significantly outnumber them, I just getting completely destroyed? Sure. You know what? Sure. I'm confused. Niece? Okay, one of my siblings had a kid. Wits, one. Not you, that one. Rain's married. Click on him. Yes. Could have been worse. That will maybe give me something I can... some sort of alliance. Don't understand. Like, I do not understand what's going on. Why are battles where I should be winning, I'm just getting wiped out completely? That should not be happening. Alright. We need to take that city. We need to defeat these guys. We need to retake this. Alright, how much war score is... It's only a couple percent. It's like 5%. This is a slave raid on this guy. So if we let that happen, that whole territory is gonna get fucked. But we can let that territory get fucked. What we need to do is defeat these guys. These guys are on an island. Kinda sucks. We could maybe defeat them here, but we probably want to defeat them here. The good news is we maybe split this in half and send you home. Accept your suggestion. 99 is more than enough for these guys. Replace, I want to say, end plot, or do I want to... Are you my bodyguard? No. Or I could just imprison you since it's... That's my dowry. Fuck. This is horrible. Losing all of our money. And the mild winter comes, and the plague comes, and the revolt. And I hire mercenaries that'll complete garbage and lose when they outnumber their enemy like 1,000,000 to 1. Like, here we're at least doing decent. Like, these guys are getting beat up because they don't have a commander in the middle for some reason. Probably died of the pox. Died of the actual fucking pox. We have pox. There was a commander over here. I think he may have fallen in battle. Which would explain why that guy's missing. Like, I don't understand. You save the game. I leave. Come back. Half my, like, I went from having like 28,000 people that I can just instantly throw together and send to wherever, having like a couple thousand. How did that happen? Like, where did all my soldiers go? Apparently I have a lot more personal resi rifles. Fine. I will. Can I immediately execute? Yeah. Immediately execute. Do it. Nice. Reinforcing nothing. Alright. He's down that city. That battle was enough, and I just didn't realize it. Okay. Oh, fucking K. This was horrible. This was horrible. This was horrible. Oubliette. 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 You know what? Land. Don't walk out. So, for you, we are going to revoke your titles. I have a valid reason he rebelled. Yes. And now you are no one. We revoke your titles. Yes. So we can do Saffron Island, the city of Pigay. It's that one. Alright. I think that's a city, right? So that's this city. Saffron Isles is like this whole, wait no, Saffron Isles. That one. Or the capital of the Saffron Isles. So Saffron Isles. And then it won't let me revoke that one. But it will let me execute you or banish you because I take all your money. Yes. Please let me banish. Whatever. I'm just... Yeah. More. Pale him slowly. Execute. Do it. More. Yeah. That does not solve all my money problems. But that puts my brother once again at the top of the list. Revoke title. Well, let me do that. Call Lady Velucia for trial. Oh, wow. Special event troops. This is from some, I don't know what event it is. This is from before my character became the character. Before Bob was a character, he had event troops just sitting in this territory, which was his territory. Don't know what happened there. We should now be making a little bit of money. A big part of why we're making so much less money is the fucking pox is ravaged and depopulated. We were prospering, but it should really heavily take a hit because of the plague. But that's a problem. And that's going to be a huge problem, and there's just no fixing this. could maybe do. I would like to kick you out of the kingdom forever, but for that, to seize all your money, or enslave. So I'm gonna call you for trial. I think what can happen is, if you go through the trial and I keep you, I can enslave you. I think that's an option. And that would get you, take all the money. My chance. Quite well. So, okay, exile, I could say, banish to the blood pyramid, execute, let her rot in the cells. I'm gonna say this, I think, and then make you a slave. And then enslave? No. I can... Okay. Fuck. I still put you in the blood thing. Now, okay, I can't... Fuck. And now it won't let me change that to anything, even though now you pronounce guilty. For this... Fuck. I want to go back and put you in the blood pyramid. I do. Banish you. Because then I get your 999 gold. For the ID? Help ID. Wasn't it car ID? No. Google. Was it get charity? I don't know. ck2 commands. Manage. Alrighty. Banish character ID. I need the character ID. And alright. How do I character ID? Car info. Okay. Okay. ID is that. So banish, right? 999. Fuck. 999. 01. 01. 4893. I could have banished you before. I didn't. That was my mistake. What the fuck? I did not get the gold. I'm confused. Why did I get the 999 gold? Did it not banish correctly? And you should know. Wait, no, you still did fucking air. This. What house was it? Yeah. So you were disinherited and not really, and this is just fucking broken. This is just horribly broken. So I didn't get the money to save the whole problem of we win the massive debts to win this stupid war. I should just hit that blood prison, and now it's too late. And I don't get the money. And you get to come back, and I have to arrest you again. That's okay. You know what? If I can't legitimately take out a legitimate criminal, I have a decent intrigue, and I have all these fucking assholes who I can fabricate treason. Currently my plot to kidnap the child still hasn't gone through yet. What's up with that? Do I need to... I need to invite you to my court? Okay. Zeus, you invite you to my court. Maybe it'll fire that. Or why have fire? Okay. For info. Disable. Yeah. The plot has not been working correctly. Hell, nothing's been working correctly. The find character has not been working correctly. The event where the person gets labeled a criminal and now I can do this without, you know, tyranny only works if I click those buttons that disappear once I click one of the buttons, and if I change my mind I can't do anything about it. And there's no way to get back to buttons. And even once they've gone through the trial, I can't do anything. You think, like, once you've gone through a trial by combat for, you know, betraying your liege and starting a civil war, and you've been pronounced guilty, and if I say put them in the dungeon, I'll decide later, and then I decide, and I click the button, it's to be able to click that button. But then it's like, no, you're not allowed to banish this character because this character isn't a criminal. But yes, they are. What? You're not allowed to kill this character without tyranny unless they're labeled a criminal, but they are labeled a criminal. Anywho, so we're just building up a ton of shit. This is gonna like ruin this whole fucking place for 50 years until I have enough money. And this number is gonna keep getting lower and lower and lower. And all I can do at this point is kidnap somebody with money and get rid of them. And hopefully good things will happen. Do you? This is fucked. What I need to do is have that stupid event fired so I can do plots to then fabricate treason on these guys. Or some of my vassals who rebelled. Like, the guy might... You have a plot. Problem is you don't even have any money. Because it's to imprison you. Anyway. And give me tyranny. Why can't I do anything? He's committing a plot. I actually, I should be able to do stuff for him. I'm allowed to do some things, but not all things. Fuck it. We are going full North Korea. Full North Korea. Full North Korea. We just don't even care anymore. Can't revoke anything. Can't imprison. Can I imprison your kid? No, you have to be in my court. Anyone of the wrong house is now an enemy. We're just doing this the fun way. We don't have the right laws for this because we can't get the right laws for this unless we have enough diplomacy or are a dragon rider. And we're never going to be a dragon rider without the right religion to try to become a dragon rider and actually have it work. So probably the best bet Council doesn't even get a vote. I could screw the kinetic. I could. You can't do absolute cognatic because I have to have something I'm never gonna have probably. Like, I'm guessing gender laws are under laws that have been removed. Like, what I don't understand is, what happened to the soldiers of this kingdom? Like, why is everything so hard fucking nerfed all of a sudden? Like, what happened between this save and last save? Why do we have so much less soldiers we can raise? Not a whole lot of money. I think you're the one we want to kidnap. But, can't do this plot. Can't invite you because seduction haven't fired, and you hate me, understandably. Not sure. Like, this has literally been fired for years, since the beginning of this, like, we started playing. Highway robberies, won't be sending a caravan to now. Hire additional guards, or send them anywhere. Send them in. It's fine. Do it. Not gonna ransom him. We're going to trial. Ugly. So, there's a couple reasons people will join your court. One, this is broken. One, they like you. Two, they don't like their current liege. So, even if they don't like us, if they don't like the current liege enough, they'll join. And let's probably get a few new, young-ish people good at fighting in as commanders. Let's see, you're pretty good. You have 25. Whoops. You have 14. And this is lead from the rear, which I do not like. -9. But you have 23. Alright. So you have 14. You're getting replaced by this new guy, Jar. I think you was 25. I really want to replace this guy, but he has 23 Marcel. I'm gonna do it. I don't care. I'll place him. You're alright, 21. You're good. 23 could maybe be a general. Like this guy. Anywho. That hasn't fired yet for some reason. Why has this not fired? Okay. Marrying the sit. Cancel. Right. Kidnap. Auto invite. Some of you will still say yes. Call for position. Don't have a lot of books I can move around. I don't really have a whole lot I can do. Shit. Prosperity increases. Do it. Prosperity increase means we get out of debt sooner. I don't know why these haven't fired yet either. Like a whole ton of events just aren't working. Do I just need more time? I don't know. Why hasn't that trial fired? Like, how many months does it take for a trial to happen? Just is really good too. Okay. Well, massive civil war. Horrible, horrible state. Losing all of our money. Massive slave raid by ET, messing up the, everything really. Basically everything's going wrong. I would love to go full North career mode, literally get rid of all these people. And the only problem is, I cannot do that. Fine. I cannot do that because I do not have the right. Because normally council lords, you can be like, hey, petals and offices, you can like revocation, and that's gone. And this would be a realm authority stuff to change various laws away from Republic, and that's gone. And this one added that I have to have a minimum diplomacy. Which sucks. Because for this character it's impossible. Though, maybe for my son, Otto von Bismarck, I can try. No, is he in Swift? I cannot. Anywho. I could try that. If he gets the best possible everything with a high enough diplomacy, he could maybe do it. I'm gonna say no. I don't know what's going on. I have a ton of events that should be firing that this aren't firing. I have somebody in my prison now for about a year who should go to trial, and the trial just hasn't happened. The event just hasn't fired. I've had literally this entire episode. I've had this with over 100%. It was like 500% when we started. And then I canceled and redid it to kidnap this girl, who apparently has lots of enemies. And it's just not working. It won't fire the event. It won't even get, like, at all. And once, like, I'm not sure what's going on. I think something is broken and the events aren't working correctly. Maybe reloading will help fix that. Probably not. But maybe. Also, I had a much higher amount of soldiers. And they all just disappeared. Probably as a result of me trying to fix the save to fix the laws. Something got messed up. I don't know what it is. Or possibly me uninstalling and reinstalling Game of Thrones mod to try to fix some of the problems we're running into with this and invisible characters. Or uninstalling or reinstalling some of the mods. Something broke. Half of my military disappeared, which is why that revolt had to hire so many people. It's very frustrating. But I think that's probably the end of this episode. And it's been extremely frustrating. We've gotten very little progress done. But that's life. life sucks, and then you die. And that's just how it goes sometimes. If this game was easy, it wouldn't be as fun. It wouldn't be as rewarding when things go right. Anyways, to be continued.